Finally. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I should welcome myself too because this is my first video. Can we please welcome all the first timer? First timer. So if you are just joining, if you're subscribing, this is your first time of seeing this face, I want to welcome you to this channel. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ifeoluwa Kelvin Baby. So for short, you can call me Mrs. KG. So people call me Mrs. KG. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I promise you, on this channel, you're going to learn, you're going to laugh, you're going to just enjoy yourself. You laugh as you learn. I think, and we are going to be learning a lot, and we are going to be to be making ourselves happy. So if you are just seeing this for the first time, please kindly subscribe, like, comment and share. I would like to really see your thoughts on every of my video in the comment section. So the first video I will drop in this, about a week ago, there was this impression in my heart that I should share this story. Our daughter Asha is going to be 1 year in few days time, and God has really been dealing with me, using her to deal with me a lot, exposing me to dimension of himself. I'm beginning to see God in a entirely different dimensions, and this particular story I promise to share a birth story. So this is episode 1, and this particular one I do not have plan to share, but I have been leading to share, like it's going to bless at least one person, and I know it's going to bless more than one person. And why do I know? Why I was struggling with, should this be on head? Why I have to share this? On that same day, I saw something. Someone posted something that gives me confirmation that yes, I should share this, and that's why I am sharing this. I hope it blesses someone really. So, Asha, I said it's going to be a year in few days, and there has been a lot of lessons, but this particular one stood out for me. When I met my husband, when we were courting and we were preparing for our marriage, our wedding, one of the things we said to ourselves is we are not going to be having kids immediately. Even that was coming strong for me, like I really wanted it, but he didn't want it. Maybe I was even the one, like he was like, which one is that? Why can't we start having kids immediately? He loves children, but for different reasons, which I'll be telling you some of the reasons I feel I should wait. One of the reasons is, growing up was a bit difficult for me. So, and I do not want even my enemy to have to be in a situation where they have to take responsibility for themselves at a stage where someone is supposed to take responsibility for them. I do not want that for my children, and I do not want to parent under stress. We've seen in Africa, maybe it happens in other places that is not Africa too. We see our parents, struggle a lot to take care of their words too. Some of them sell their gold, they sell their clothes, they sell everything just to make sure they give little or their best to their words. I do not want to be that kind of parent. I want to parent while I still live my best life. I want to parent with ease. So that's another thing. Then another thing is I just want to get to know my husband better. But the main thing, the main why I feel like we should wait is because I wanted us to attain a certain financial level, kind of, before we start having kids. So the main reason why I wanted us to really wait is because of financial stability. I wanted us to be stable to a certain extent. So those are my reasons. So, but I didn't know when those reasons really turned to something really serious that I wasn't aware of until after a year. And my husband was like, so along the line I really begin to see that, okay, this guy is not he's not enjoying this thing, he's not liking it. Like, it's not like he has a problem with that, but it looks like, why are we delaying ourselves when God has not delayed us with this woman? And in the bit of that, I was still really, I was hell bent to the fact that no, I just want to be financially stable. Like we must be earning, let's say, half a million or something really close to that before we can start having kids, such that we won't be stressed because we want to take care of our children and all that. Then one day I just, so while we're having that issue, and my husband angrily said to me that you didn't tell me that what you passed through is going to affect us, because as a child, because you suffer now, so you didn't tell me that because you suffer, so you don't want to have children. Who told you they are going to suffer? Anyway, so because that really hits me, I'm like, okay, am I actually allowing my past to dictate my present to me or something? So it became, then the word really hit me, that I began to, I sat back and I began to think, okay, it looks like this is just beyond me not wanting children. It looks like this is serious. It's seriouser than I thought. Serious than I thought. So, but one day, God used simplest thing to cause a deliverance. And I say it's deliverance because I know this is going to be deliverance for someone based on what I said I saw that gave me confirmation to actually share this story. See, so you see, I was just on the on IG that day. Then Pastor Mildred was doing a live video that day, and on that day we're praying for our children. Then I just joined, and we're praying for children, and she mentioned something. She read from the book of Isaiah. I can't remember the chapter of the book of Isaiah where she read, and the portion of that Bible says something that my children will come with their silver and with their gold. And that was, it looks like God really opened my eyes, and Pastor Miriam began to explain what that means. He said that what that means is that my children will come with provision that is allotted to them from the inception of time, meaning that I will not struggle to parent because my children will come with everything they need. I only need to withdraw those things that are attached to them. And I was like, wow. So I don't have to be stressed because I needed to take care of my children, because my children will come with their silver and gold. If you're Yoruba, Yoruba will say that every child, what that means is that as you're giving birth to your children, they will come with their own resources. It is a reality that the work generation are not ready to hear. They feel like it's nonsense. It's not going to, it doesn't work that way. If you don't work, your children will not come with what they will eat. But I think it is actually true. So when Pastor Mildred said that, I began to pray, then it looks like I have really been, it looks like then I've been delivered from something, because from a mentality, I've just been delivered from a mentality. Sometimes these things, they are logically valid, they are logical, but when it comes to how God deals with us as individuals, they are not valid. They are not valid points. They are not spiritually correct. They are logically correct, but they are not spiritually correct. And that is the case. Me wanting financial stability before I start having kids is logically correct, but when it comes to how the supremacy of God and how God begins to deal with us and show himself in our case, it is very, very incorrect. So when Pastor Mildred said that, then I feel like, okay, so then it looks like I have just been delivered from what has been telling me, like, I need to attain this particular financial height before I start having my kids. Then it occurred to me that whatever I think I have already, that is not what my children are going to be spending from, because there is a resources allotted to them, and we are going to be withdrawing from that account for them. But this is not possible if you have not gotten this revelation. It become possible for me because I got the revelation. God himself directly spoke to me. I think I saw on one, somebody wrote something like, if you're a lady, you are not earning at least 70k, you have no business having kids. Yes, the person is logically correct, but by the time I'm done with this story, then you know that the person is not spiritually correct. The person might be logically correct. I was in that shoe. In fact, if it was let's say 2 years ago, I'm going to be I'm going to be part of the people that will like the video, that will share the video, that will that will make the thoughts to spread. But the current me that God has dealt with now will never share such. And I don't know who needs to listen to this, who God wants to deliver just the way He delivered me. And if you do a lot of good, you have nothing to lose. So, it happened like that. Then it looks like I have just been delivered from a thought that, okay, I need to be this big and I can start having children. I've forgotten that God is the one who provides for every human being. The Bible says He opened His hands and provide for the need of His people. I've forgotten that aspect. I thought I needed to be the one to labor before my children were fine. And when after that video, I'm like, okay, if these people that God has really blessed, even far beyond people like us, can still tap into this provision that God has made, then why would I not tap into it? Then I began to pray that prayer, that God, in the name of Jesus, my children will come with their silver and their gold. The heaven of provision over them is open unto my family. We will not struggle to raise them. And I began to tap into these prayers. That as I think the same month, I took in, and and everything was fine. And now, why do I then? Everything was fine, and I had my baby in February, and I lost my job same month. I lost my job that same month. I lost 2 jobs in a row. Then my business went. When I say it means it went down. So in the last 1 year, I cannot really say I'm a business person. I used to be a businesswoman, but then I cannot say because did I make any money? No, nothing significant. So it was like that. And at some point, and for you to know, and for my husband, it looks like the heaven just let loose. And there was so much. I will not say where there are so much opportunities, and we're like, okay, God. The prayer was like, okay, which one should we pick? And I am telling you, you know what the economy looks like, and for one person to just be working and the child is living okay. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to go into details of how our baby is living, how she's living, and she's so fine, and we don't have to call anybody that, okay, we needed to buy diaper for this baby, we needed to buy milk, we needed to buy this. And with my husband, I'm like, God, what is this? I know God doesn't have to punish me to prove a point. But when I take account of everything that has happened in the last 1 year, so we had our baby. We've been living on my husband's income. And like I said, it looks like God just do get of every pound for him. And the thing was just enormous compared to what it used to be. And up from then till now, I cannot lay claim that, okay, is this my work that I used to buy diaper? Do you get what I'm saying now? And now you want to ask me, before I had my baby, I had 2 jobs that are paying me over 100,000 naira. So for that person that said that if you are not earning 70,000 naira, at least don't have kids. What if you have your child and you lose your job? Life is so unpredictable. Anything can happen. So I lost my job, and Habibi has been living fine. I've been feeding well. Let me put it out without sweat. God is really been good to us. And I'm like, okay. Look at me that said that we must have this financial something. It has to be this way. It has to be that way. Then it occurred to me that God rules in the affairs of man, and it's good. Why is this good to plan? God has the final say. Anything can happen along the line. So the same me that struggled, that has received the help of God so much, my exposure to knowledge made me forget how God was coming through for me even when there was nobody. And I began to look like, okay, if 1 + 1 is 2, that is the equation of man. But when it comes to God, 1 + 1 may not be 2. It is what God says it is. Do you see that now? So, and I'm just like, now I'm at the point where I'm saying that, God, I have learned that even when I have job, when I'm working with MTN, when I'm working with Nestle, and I'm working with multinational companies, and I'm collecting in millions, it is not my millions that is going to take care of the children you give unto me. It is still the resources that you have given, that you have allotted to them. So in the last 1 year, I've not worked, and our child is living fine. Like I said, don't forget, God does not have to punish me to prove a point. You know that one day I feel like, okay, I even want to try this thing. I really want to know if this thing that Yoruba used to say that every child will come with what he or she will eat from heaven. You know, Asha's diaper was going to finish. I think we have got this week. We need diaper for this girl, and I really want to see if this thing that there is a provision allotted to every child, that my children will come with their silver and their gold, if it is correct. I don't even want is that to be the one to buy. I just want to try this thing. I know we prayed, and that same week somebody called and said to me and said that I was led, God instructs me to sow into Asha's life, and I'm like, hey, Asha is not a prophet. What happened to me? And you know, the figure the person sent, you will know that no, this has to be divine instruction. Nobody send you money and put 15 naira, 25 naira, 17 naira. No. And this has been hit. And anytime she needs something, and I feel like, you know, I now, from there I now cultivate the habit of presenting our needs to God first, knowing that it's God. Even if we are still the one that will spend the money, it is God providing the money for us for the sake of this girl. So I'll first present our needs to God before I present to the Father, or even before I will have to take responsibility, as the case may be. And I've seen God. Sometimes I'm just thinking about it like, okay, God, your girl needs this, and it will come without sweat. It is good, but whatever it is that you have as planned, they are good. You know, some of you have the, you ought to have been married, but you're like, I must have this so amount, and they're telling you that women comes with blessings, and you're like, no, no. Maybe you should ask those who have gone ahead of you, and you will see that there is this is pure truth, and there is no lie about it. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. I love you. Please let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe and like, and